Well, Christine, Sisolak has answered a lot of questions as county commissioner and on his campaign trail, but today some of his toughest questions came from students wondering how he will improve their education.
How are the schools?
Good.
Good?
Schools are at the top of mind for Governor-elect Steve Sisolak.
How about your teachers? Your teachers work hard?
Sisolak, who ran on the platform of improving education, says that's one of the problems he plans to tackle first on a long list of issues.
Affordable health care that covers pre-existing conditions and continued expansion of Medicaid. And then jobs. Every kid, as I mentioned here, it's important that these students all get out of high school. And that's a good question, yeah.
Teens at the Boys and Girls Club got to ask the soon-to-be governor about school safety and funding, sharing their own experiences in the classroom.
You could hear it in their questions, right? Gun violence is one. I think domestic violence. I think violence in general. You see it. These are pretty rough streets. So we try to really create that safe zone.
Our school lacks cameras, our school lacks police.
Jose Dedios is a senior at Desert Pines.
I started noticing they started cutting like other little programs like construction. I was really into that my freshman year, but then they cut it because they didn't have a teacher. We never get new books. We use the same books from like 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
To fund those new books and classes, the governor-elect says he will donate his entire salary to schools across the state. And on safety, Sisolak says he plans to add cameras and cut down the number of access points at every school.
And then I have hope when I see how smart that they are and the great questions that they ask.
While talking to kids about pretty tough issues, Sisolak also managed to squeeze in a friendly game of foosball.
I knew that wouldn't take you long.
Once I thought about the governor coming, I was like, wow, like the governor doesn't just focus on the big picture, they focus on every other thing. And even though we're small, he came to us, so he really cares about what our community wants to say.
And Sisolak also plans to visit High Desert State Prison, Creech Air Force Base, and meet with mayors and leaders of other towns across the state. He will be sworn in on Monday the 7th, and Fox 5 will have a crew in Carson City covering his inauguration. Tiana Bonner, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.